My name is David Porfi. My wife's name is Gerta Porfi. We've been married for 40 years plus now. When I saw her, I thought that I had seen somebody, that I could relate with. That was the first impression I got. But the actual leading came in '79. She used to be our Bible study secretary in the FCS. And I remember that day in the hall, she was out there summarizing the Bible study. Then from nowhere, I heard a ministration. It said, "That is your wife."
One day I observed that the tempo in the fellowship was going down, as if all was not well spiritually. So I declared a personal 1-week prayer and fasting for the fellowship. Nothing to do with life partner.
So I started looking out for opportunity to come close to her. And of course, because our own campus was far from where the hostel was, we started targeting her so that we will give her leave. To give her leave without any string attached. But that was just to bring us close, to get to know her.
As I knelt down to pray, there was this quiet voice that said, "David will be your husband."
Can you see
I
that?
just got up and started rebuking. I said, "This prayer is not about any husband." And we were letting more, not to go pair ourselves to go anywhere,
Yeah.
but just friendly,
Yeah.
and so on.
Of course, after every fellowship, there will be greeting. You understand what I mean? There will be greeting.
After fellowship greeting, yes.
Marriage brings two people from different backgrounds to live together. In fact, it's like the meeting of River Niger and Benue. At the confluence, there is turbulence. We didn't have any turbulence because during our courtship, we were very, very transparent. There was nothing that I would say that I didn't know about her. But of course, now that we are living together, it became incumbent for me to know the person, I was living with. I did a lot of trying to study her, to know who she is, so that I will know how, to relate with her. I can say, by the grace of God, the challenge, if there was any, was now from single life to being now a couple now. The adjustment that you need to make, and so on and so forth. But nothing really, because we were great friends during our courtship. Since the time we met, we have been great friends. And for these 40 years, we are still great friends.
He is a sanguine. People who talk, people who are free, easygoing, and so on. Even if they make a mistake, well, a mistake has occurred. We just forget it. Let's move on. But I am choleric, the lion type. Why should you have done something like that? How could you have done something like that? And you hardly find couples that are the same personality, because opposite poles attract, actually. So there is that personality, there is that, but the good thing is the Holy Spirit in the life of the believer. The weaknesses, my personality has weaknesses, but also has strengths. His personality has weaknesses and also strengths. So the Holy Spirit is the one that helps us to overcome those weaknesses of our personalities, or to curb the powers or the excesses of our strengths. In so many marriages that were not working.
Dysfunctional marriages.
So we said our own marriage must work.
Yes.
And we will work at it working. So he was committed for the marriage to work.
Yes.
And I was committed, and we're still committed. Many people are not committed to making the marriage work.
Yeah.
The wife may be working tirelessly for the marriage to work, while the husband is saying, whether it works or not, that's your problem.
Yeah.
And it can be the other way. The husband is working at it, the wife is not. But both of us were willing to work at it. Number two, we also resolved we will not live apart on account of studies or job. So even if I got a job in the UN where dollars will be paid, I wouldn't go if he's not there.
Marry somebody you know And as a Christian, marry somebody that is genuinely committed to the Lord. For those that are married already, your commitment to God will make you to be committed to the relationship. And don't forget that you need to make adjustments to make living together, enjoyable.
My advice, especially for young girls, is that don't marry somebody based on their material positioning, because the rich man of today may become the poor man of tomorrow.
Sure.
If you are a child of God, insist on a child of God that is not only known by you but has a testimony. And for the married women, I want to tell you that good marriages don't drop from heaven. They are worked at, they are hard work. And you must keep friends and associates that will add value to your life. And be committed to God. Don't hang your faith on your husband, however committed he is. You must have a personal commitment that will help you to work at your marriage working.
I have come this far in ministry because of our input. Our coming together actually helped shape my life. Her kind of personality, as you said, very orderly. So through her, I was able to learn how to manage my environment, learn to put things in place, in order, because her own is that things must be kept where they are supposed to be kept. But me, from using, I was used to throwing my shoes. If I remove my shoes here, I will leave them there. If I remove my shirt, I can just drop it on bed. But our coming together organized my life.
At one point, I had an accident after 8 years of our marriage. We married in 81. I had a near fatal accident in 89. And I was in different hospitals from January to December of that year. January 4th to December 23rd. I was in different hospitals. My legs were broken. I had 7 surgeries, my right eye, and so many things. But you cannot believe it. All the hospitals I stayed, it was my husband staying with me, spending the night with me in the hospital. All my relations, his own, came for him to go and stay at home. He said, no, part of him cannot be in hospital and part is at home. And that is part of my healing. The reason why I'm on my feet today is because love heals. Love makes it easier for you to face the challenges that you are inside.